17 years ago, in the quaint little town of Springfield. He died. But let's be real. Does anyone ever really die on the soaps? Let's find out. This is the Soap Sanctuary. Hey guys, I'm DC and welcome to the Soap Sanctuary, where all soap lovers are welcome. You are now tuning, guys, to the top 5 return from the dead soap opera storylines. I am so excited about this video. How did you guys like the intro? That was pretty boss. Y'all got it. That was boss. That was boss. Guys, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't really say that in a lot of my videos. I think I need to get used to kind of saying that. Like, share, and subscribe. But we're going to go right into this, guys. This list is a unique list I picked out because we all know soaps are known for their return from the dead storylines. So I'm just going to go right into, we're going to dive right on into numero. I said numero. You heard I just said numero? I said numero. I was trying to say numero. I said numero. Numero, number 5, cinco. All right? Our number 5, you see him in the videos, you seen him in the thumbnail. How you guys like my thumbnails, by the way? I custom make all of them. I want to start off with number 5. And this particular character, he died on November 12th, 2004. And then came back February 9th, 2009. This character died. He was shot. Well, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you guys watch it. For some of you guys aren't familiar with the storyline. So coming in at number 5 for my top 5 soap opera return from the dead storylines is Philip Spalding on Guiding Light. Take a look.
2004, he left with a bang.
Oh my God.
February 9th, 2009, he returns with a vengeance.
Did you miss me? There's some people I can't wait to say hello to.
Philip Spalding returns to Guiding Light, CBS Week.
That's about the last thing that I would have ever expected to.
Well, a lot of things have changed since you left.
You're right. Doesn't hurt anymore.
What?
Where you shot me.
Next on
I
Guiding
couldn't
Light.
Couldn't stop what?
Thinking about my life here.
You'd stayed if you were still here.
If you hadn't shot me!
Man, that was an epic promo. See, that's when soaps did good promos back then. Y'all don't understand. I mean, GH and Days still do good promos even right now. So I got to give GH and Days their flowers. They still give good promos. They still give good promos right now. And the thing about it, though, is that when Philip got shot, because I watched that Guiding Light storyline, and it was weird that Alan shot him to protect Spalding Enterprise, because
I couldn't allow him to destroy everything that I had worked for all of my life. He was going to take the children, the future of Spalding, and leave me here all alone. I had to do it. I had to do it to save the family, to save myself. And I pulled the trigger. As he fell on the ground, saw him just as he was when he was a child.
You guys understand, when I watch my soaps, I also watch older episodes of the soaps. I said soaps. I watch older episodes of the soaps. So it's kind of cool to not so much understand the backstory, but like the feeling characters have towards the tensions that existed. And it was just always weird that Alan shot Philip to protect Spalding Enterprises. However, I still believe that Alan really loved Philip. I mean, granted, Victor Newman did not ever, I don't think Victor Newman ever shot his kids. But I still believe that Alan Spalding is like the lesser of two evils when it comes to the other soap opera patriarchs. I feel like he's a lesser of two evils. I don't know what it is. There's a vulnerability in Alan Spalding that I just didn't see in some of the other soap patriarchs. And for me, Philip Spalding, I mean, there was a lot of people who could have wanted him dead at that time. There was a lot of people. When he came back, and the sad thing is, though, is that when he came back, Guiding Light started looking like a bad YouTube series. It started to look like a bad YouTube series at this time. And I mean, the show went on for 72 years, so that's long enough. That's long enough. But that was just a really, I personally was just not feeling that for Guiding Light. I wasn't feeling it. But that was a good soap promo because Philip was a legendary character on Guiding Light. He was a legend. I'm really honestly shocked no other soap has picked up Grant Alexander. You got a lot of other soap actors out here that could really be putting in some work. Come on, GH. Come on, Days. Come on, YNR. Come on, B&B. Well, they picked up Robert Newman on Young and the Restless. He's now playing Ashland Locke. So they did. They listened. And I liked him as the evil. I've never seen him as a bad guy because he always played the goody two-shoes, Josh Lewis on Guiding Light. So I like that. Coming in at number 4, this guy died. He was kicked into the ravine or the river or the dock, whatever you want to call it. He came back as Patient X. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, right? And this guy's currently in the news because something going on in his life. I don't pay attention to nothing going on in their personal lives. I don't know. But I do believe this guy will be back at GH pretty soon. I got a feeling that this vaccine mandate is going to go away pretty soon. I can just feel it on the horizon. Because if he's on Days, he'll be back on GH pretty soon enough. That shows GH wants him back. They really can't have him because of that. But he came back as Patient X, and he came back in the most epic. He came in. Like, I know y'all remember that. That was epic. I'm like, so this is my thing with this countdown. I'm going over the top 5 Return from the Dead I felt were the most iconic. There are a lot of characters that came back from the dead that had some powerful scenes, but I'm going for what I felt was the most iconic. This is an iconic scene for me, and I know that was exactly the intention done by the writers over at GH. So coming in at number 4 is Jason Morgan on General Hospital. Take a look.
Don't struggle, no sudden movements. We're leaving. That's what we have to do here.
Surprise, the Quartermain child returns. Jason didn't give a damn about the Quartermains. But you know what? It's always like that in life for some reason. When you don't give a damn about something, that's when it wants you the most. It's almost like this spirit of neediness. You just let it go. Whenever you don't need something, that's when you get it. You ever notice that in life? It works for everything. Relationships, money, jobs. It works for it all. Just a bat. So the prize Quartermain child returns. He came like a bat out of hell. I think a lot of people forget that Ava was the one who helped, I think, break him out of that Switzerland clinic I think he was at. Ava doesn't get enough credit. Now I need to put some respect on Ava Jerome's name. This woman does not get enough credit. But I had Jason Moore come in at number 4. I originally had him at number 2, and I was like, nah, this doesn't really necessarily deserve number 2 worthiness. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert, Stefano Demira is not on this list. He was already number 1 on the list. I can't give him number 1 twice. I like to be fair. All right, I like to be fair. All right, now we're moving into our number 3. And this is actually one of my favorite soap characters. It's weird. I was never live. I was probably a twinkle of my father's eye, as they say, you know, when this character was on television. But I guess I watch older episodes of the soaps. This is iconic. This is an iconic character. I should have had him in the top 5 villains, including my number 2, which we won't say that yet. But I didn't. I never put. I didn't know any better at the time, guys. I didn't know any better. But this character, he, after falling off a cliff, after being shot and then falling off of a cliff, he comes back and he's in the Caribbean, and he goes under the name of Adam Malak. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Was it Malik or Malak? I think it was Malak, right? Adam Malak, right, in the Caribbean. And he is trying to take down the biggest head honcho in all of Springfield, Alan Spalding, right? So can you take a guess who it is? Coming in at number 3 for the top 5 soap opera Return from the Dead storylines is Roger Thorpe on Guiding Light. Take a look.
In sickness and in health.
Until death do us part.
Listen, just go. Go.
You heard it. Look at him. Oh, look at him. Look at him.
You can't be, Holly. No.
Look at him. Look at him.
Fletcher, get her out of here, will you?
No.
Come on, Holly, come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
As you can see from the video before, that was the second time that Alan had shot Philip. And from this video, you can see it was the first time that Alan had shot Philip. Accidentally, but he still shot him. He's there. You can put Alan Spalding and Philip Spalding, Alan and Philip Spalding, and the Dante and Sonny I Shot My Son fan club. You know, honestly, so Alexander Spalding had him on a hidden like Caribbean island, and he was being nursed back to health, I think it was, as Adam Malak, and he obviously developed this huge connection with Blake. But Roger Thorpe was an amazing villain. Like when he came out for the dead, he was a master of disguise. Him coming in, singing into the church, and then Holly going, no, no, no. Some were so dramatic; they kept you on the edge of your seat, like the way they did things. You know, I don't feel like we have that anymore with soaps anymore, guys. I don't feel like we have that anymore, honestly. By the way, rest in peace to Michael Zaslow. He was an amazing actor. I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day when he was young, ooh, he was looking funny. I was like, all right, what's up, no? What's up, no? Let's move on to number 2. And our number 2, oh my gosh, he definitely should have been on the top 5 soap opera villains of all time. My last video. I don't know how. That was a year ago, guys. I did that video, so I didn't know any better, but I know better now. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. This character is the most feared man in all of Oakdale. I think you even know where I'm going with this. Come on now. You can't mention villains in Oakdale in the same sentence without this man. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. Coming in at number 2 for our top 5 soap opera return from the dead storylines. Come on. I don't have the hoodie, but come on. You know we have the hoodie. He goes, "Hello, Barbara. I'm very much alive." Coming in at number 2 is James Stenbeck on As the World Turns. I'm Viola Davis.
Hello, Barbara.
James. No, it can't be. My mind's just playing tricks on me. James is dead.
No, Barbara. I'm very much alive.
As the World Turns.
You could feel the chills from that scene. She goes, no, James is not alive. No. That scene was epic. That's, you know, a lot of times when I do these videos, I find the perfect scenes. That scene already popped in my head because I was already watching the scenes and the storylines they had on YouTube. I started to be watching things of the past, you know what I mean? I'm like JLJ Media, I'm a soap historian. But that was such a good storyline. James Stenbeck was honestly not James Stenbeck. Anthony Herrera is an amazing actor. And I get it. Soaps were able to be written like that because of their budgets, the things they could do. But see, that didn't require a lot of budgeting right there. That didn't require that little robe. They could have done that in any soaps. Soaps, people can be creative. I want people to challenge themselves to be creative. You know what I mean? I really want them to do that. Now, here's the thing. Next to Stefano DiMera and Jack Devereaux, those two come back from the dead so many times. I couldn't put those two on the list, especially not Stefano. I just gave him the number 1 in the last video. Granted, that was a year ago, but still, the last video, him getting number 1, I gotta be fair. I like to give other people the chance to thrive on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Many people don't know this, but As the World Turns was actually number 1 for 20 years, from the 50s to like the 70s, before the Young and the Restless came in and took the title as ring champ. And honestly, if you go back and watch a lot of their past episodes from that time period, you can kind of start to see why. It's riveting, it's dramatic, it draws you in, you want to actually tune into the next episode. And I'm like, damn, this is what a soap is supposed to be about. Like, y'all know how to write a soap back then. I think, honestly, the money allowed them to be very creative and expansive for these soaps. It allowed them that creativity. But then at the end of the day, there was a time where they didn't have that, when they started off in the 1930s. So I do feel like it's based on writing. I think the Days and GH, they're getting very creative. Well, I don't know what y'all are doing. I don't know what y'all are doing. For some mysterious reason, you guys stay at number 1. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. I'm Viola Davis. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. I know how you do it. I love Viola Davis though, but that's somebody should have told her that's not the movie you want to make, sis. It's not the movie you want to make. All right, moving into number 1. This storyline to me, it was epic. It was sci-fi-ish. It was just everything for a soap opera return from the dead. So I'm gonna give you a bit of backstory. Obviously, it takes place in Salem because I'm about to say some names, gonna give it away. Marlena receives a shocking revelation from a psychic named Crystal Miller. coming in at number 1 on our top 5 soap opera Return from the Dead storylines is John Black on Days of Our Lives. Coming in at number 1. Take a look.
Reading something, a book, an inscription, then a plaque. A plaque with his name on it.
John? His name was Forrest for a while.
Black.
What?
I see a black robe. Was he a judge or a priest?
Priest for a while. He's gone. He's gone. He died over 2 months ago.
He's not dead. He is very much alive.
A new life for a new year. Welcome home. Magnificent, isn't he?
Now, I was 12 or 13 at this time when this aired, and this was super iconic to me. This was iconic to me at the time. I was like, oh, they got a laboratory. That storyline was so good, guys. Like, if any of you guys were around for that time, you know what I'm talking about. That was a good storyline. That was a good storyline back then. Soaps, to me, just don't craft storylines like that have this type of thrill anymore. And I missed that. I think the last time I saw a thrill like that in a soap was when Taylor was on the roof on Bold and Beautiful, and Sheila helped her up. Which I don't like how Ridge talks to Sheila, but this is not a Bold and Beautiful video, so we're not even gonna go there. To me, that was epic. You know, that whole storyline, and some of you guys don't know this, but the person who made the psychic Crystal Miller, her name was Ashley Holland. She played the psychic Crystal Miller on Days at the time. She was the winner of I Want to Be a Soap Star season 4. So I don't know if any of you guys remember I Want to Be a Soap Star. It was kind of like America's Next Top Model, but for soap stars, you know, like their own American Idol type thing. And they would audition with people. And funny enough, some of you guys don't know this, even though she didn't win, I mean, but she's on GH now, the actress, Kelly Thiebath, I don't know how to say her name. Kelly T. We're just gonna call her Kelly T. So I don't butcher the name, all right? She was a contestant on I Want to Be a Soap Star. Did you guys know that? The actress plays Britt was a contestant on there. So before I get to that, Ashley Holland won that season, and they wrote this role in. Hogan Shepard, the head writer at that time, which I thought he was an amazing writer for Days. This guy knew how to write for a soap. You know what I mean? Just like Carvelotti. And he wrote a whole new role for her. He ties into John's death, and I thought she was amazing, but they didn't keep her on. None of these people got kept on, to be honest. None of them. None of them are, like, there was the girl who played Tyler Saeed. She was a contestant. She actually got a role, a contract role on One Life to Live. And then obviously Kelly T from GH was on there as a contestant. Now Kelly T, obviously, as we know, as Britt Westbourne is on. But I'm gonna roll the clip. If you guys don't believe me, I'm gonna roll the clip. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that, but when I was looking for videos of Ashley Holland on I Win with Soapstar, I couldn't find any. But I found this one of Kelly T on there. I was like, what? Britt was I Want to Be a Soapstar? So, do any of y'all remember I Want to Be a Soapstar, honestly? Y'all had the nerve on Soap Twitter to call me a casual viewer. I remember I Want to Be a Soapstar. But anyways, check out this clip real quick, in case you don't believe it. Check it out. I'm not even lying. Check it out. And I think they were going for General Hospital. Yep, it was a General Hospital, so it was the first season she was on. And obviously, she didn't make the cut.
Very technical. Sometimes they're up to, 12 different things that they'll tell you to do. At this point, you're going to do this, he's taking your shoes off, and then you're going to move forward, and then he's going to kiss you.
So anyways, guys, you guys can see the proof, right? Anyways, guys. That is my top 5 soap opera Return from the Dead storyline. Some honorable mentions I got here are Stefano DiMera. Like I said, I was going to make him number 1. Jack Devereaux, all right? And Todd Manning. Those are some honorable mentions I had here. Who do you think should have made this list that had the most epic Return from the Dead? Because I could be forgetting some people, but these people instantly popped into my head in terms of Return, especially Philip Spalding. Philip Spalding popped into my head. I couldn't make him number 1. John Black was more epic. If Guy Light didn't have that bootleg YouTube series look, they could have made it, but they didn't. Budget cuts. But anyways, guys, that is my top 5 soap opera Return from the Deads. And I'm gonna go ahead and go file some papers. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, let's see. I gotta do this video next, maybe another collab, probably another review for General Hospital. Another top 5, so gotta figure out the subject. Wait, are you gonna shoot me with a pen? Damn. DC So Sanctuary is broke as hell, man. You can't even afford like a toy gun or something. You gonna shoot me with a pen for the sake of the skit? Alright, well. Everybody's going through a tough time, I guess, since the pandemic. Okay, right. Let's get back to the script. Okay, where was I? Oh my god, wait. Gotta get it right here, right? Okay. Oh my god. This has been Soap Sanctuary.